live.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big dance someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock you. We will rock you.
What's up, everybody? This is WOTWW End of June podcast. There's a lot of stuff going on recently, as in E3, stuff like that. We're going to have a little bit of karaoke at the end. That's just a little test of our complete awesomeness right there. Anyways, we're going to have everyone introduce ourselves. We don't have the entire party, but we got the, let's say, the three musketeers with us today. I'm going to introduce myself first this time. We got the WOTWW producer himself, the White Widow right here. What the chicka wow! And then we got Dick Skywalker over here.
What's up?
And then the Redneck Nerd, the director of all of our podcasts.
Yeah, man, way to steal a spotlight there. even the thumbnail for this episode has your name written all over it.
Bam! Okay, now before we get into all of our E3 goodness, we're going to have our Spider-Man Homecoming. It's our next Marvel film, actually. It's going to be, when is it? The 7th, I believe? That Friday. It's going to come out in theaters then. Should be midnight of the 6th. I might go see it the 6th, because I won't be able to see it the 7th, because I'll kind of be in downtown Nashville for our WOTWW event, Fan Fest. Not exactly our event, but we'll have some of us there. Most likely 3 of us. If plans don't go according to what they should be, it'll only be 2 of us, but it is what it is. Now, what do you expect from this, before I give all my honest opinions about the film? Dick Skywalker, we'll start out with you since you're not. I know Redneck Nerd's really big on Spider-Man. He's probably the biggest Spider-Man fan here, so we're going to start off with you, Dick Skywalker.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. You know what I'm expecting? I'm expecting a lot of web.
Okay.
No, just do it.
He's not wrong.
I'm talking about spider webs. Spidey!
He's not wrong.
Okay. I'm going to say one thing.
I already have the most correct prediction out there. You heard it first. There's going to be a lot of web.
Maybe not. Maybe. What if there's none and you're completely wrong? What if he's just Spider-Man without webs? Okay, he obviously uses webs in the trailer, but
no web.
Okay.
Is Spider-Man without web though?
Nah, that never happened.
At that point, he's just a man in a weird costume
That can stick to walls and has the proportionate strength of a spider.
Now you see, the sticking to the walls doesn't have it. Actually, no, that's the
Ant-Man can't do it.
Hey, Keith, why does it say the stream's offline?
It's online. I'm watching it on my phone as well.
Oh.
You ask me this every single week.
It's just not working on my phone. That's the only thing.
Yeah, it came up immediately on mine.
Okay. I'm just not gonna worry about it right now. Anyways.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on chat.
All right, thank you. I think the film has a lot of potential. There's a lot of things I don't like about it, but I'm not going to get into that straight off the bat.
Oh, I got some things to say about it, but I'll let you go.
I love the classic suit and the animated eyes. Not exactly animated, but like the movement of the eyes, kind of more cartoonish, like the Spider-Man we know.
It's very cartoony and comic-like.
Yeah. It's kind of the way Tom Holland portrays Peter Parker. I don't know if anyone else saw the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon.
I think I saw it briefly. I think I saw like 2 episodes of it. That was a while
That's
ago.
kind of what he reminds me of, just the attitude of Peter Parker with, like, I don't know. I know we didn't exactly see the film yet. We don't exactly know him as Peter Parker yet, but from what I can tell from the trailers and Civil War and everything, he's kind of more. He is the high school Peter Parker, but he's not like he's more sarcastic and witty than the animated Peter Parker. So I'm kind of curious to see what he's going to be like.
I really want to see how he develops the character.
Yes. I'm going to go into what I don't like about what they're doing is that they're giving him Miles Morales characters.
Oh. See, that's where you're wrong. I found out information.
Okay.
That kid that we thought was Miles Morales' friend, it's not him. It's from the original 60s cartoons. He's supposed to be playing Ned.
Oh, shit. Well, they have the main female as Miles, like...
Yeah, that's supposed to be Peter Parker's original girlfriend before Gwen Stacy, before Mary Jane. Like, Peter Parker got around a lot.
Well, shit. There's a lot of alternate universes.
Well, that's the original. That's the original one.
Wow. Well, I didn't think
the characters don't look nothing like they do in the comics, but still they actually have the original characters in the comics.
Oh, that's actually really neat. I know there wasn't a hot Aunt May though. Aunt May was old as shit.
Oh yeah. None of the characters look like any of them.
I do like the fact that Tony Stark's kind of, that male role model, and we don't got the sad Uncle Ben story all over again.
And I heard that Tony Stark actually doesn't have a huge role in it. He only shows up for like a few select scenes in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I don't like about it now, because I'm actually liking how the movie sounds now, just like hearing all this new information, is that he's still a kid, but they're already just went through the whole story. He's a kid, and he's only been Spider-Man for a few months, and he already went into the whole Civil War thing.
Yeah, he already did the Civil War thing, and
that's something that he didn't do until he was already in his 20s, and in the comics. So that's my only complaint, really, at the moment.
The Spectacular Universe, though, it was based when he was in high school.
Oh, okay. I don't know what Universe Spectacular is, or if it's based off its own thing.
I don't know if they're gonna base Tom Holland's after Spectacular, but it's kind of what it seems like so far. Although the main female in Spectacular was Mary Jane again, but...
Yeah. And it's almost always Mary Jane, and if not her, it's usually Gwen Stacy.
Actually, in Spectacular, Gwen Stacy was just like a friend, and the two females were Felicia Hardy and Mary Jane.
So it sounds like it's Spectacular borrows a lot from Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah. Ultimate's more of it. Gwen Stacy dies in Ultimate, and then he goes to Mary Jane, and then he's
Gwen doesn't die in Ultimate, does she?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she does. Not the same way that she did in the Amazing.
Oh yeah, she came back though, in a weird way. It was really weird.
Yeah. Isn't it Amazing? The Goblin had children with her, and in the future, the children came back.
Oh yeah, funny story. I have that comic as a kid, and looking back at it, that was weird. Especially because it shows the panel where they're doing it, and it shows his face, and I didn't realize it as a kid. I thought it looked kind of weird. Then now I realize why, and it's even more weird.
What is it? The Superior or Stupendous that
Stupendous.
Doc Ock, I don't know which one it was, but that Doc Ock took over Spider-Man's body.
Okay, so that was the end of the Amazing Spider-Man. That's how the end of the Amazing Spider-Man, and they started the Superior Spider-Man with that.
Okay.
But he's back now, and they kind of rebooted the Amazing Spider-Man again, I think.
Okay, makes sense. I do like how they're using Vulture though, because they're not using one of the most
It's not another Green Goblin, another Doc Ock, or anything. They're mixing it up.
Yeah. I like how they're not, rushing into it, with the big villains of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I think the originals were good, and don't get me wrong. We haven't seen Spider-Man live action except for those spoofs that they had in what was it, the 70s, I think. They just had their spoofs on TV. And Green
Oh.
Goblin is one of the biggest villains in Spider-Man. So when they had the first ever film, I think was 2001, the Goblin he was perfect. But when they used him again in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and him being Harry Osborn instead of Norman.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I think it was kind of implied that Norman was a Green Goblin already before, but not in the same way. Because Harry does become the Green Goblin.
You think if Homecoming has any like sequels or anything, you think we're gonna see like the any backstory with how Peter Parker's parents were agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I highly doubt it, but I'm hoping for a little bit, like a glimpse into some of his backstory. Like, not a whole thing all over again, but just a little bit.
Yeah. Because I know they wanted to explore it in The Amazing.
Because in The Amazing and in the original Sam Raimi trilogy, they both had their own takes on it a little bit, and I'm kind of just curious, like, how are they going to twist it along here? Or are you just going to keep, like, the standard thing?
Yeah.
And I wonder if they're going to use that line, you know, great power comes great responsibility. How are they going to use that one?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure that, I mean, I'm going to get attached to Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I love the suit, and I heard there's a lot of screening with the suit. So,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah, I
going to see
definitely want to see more
more
of it.
Spider-Man than Peter Parker, and that's going to be a first time for the Spider-Man films that we're going to see more Spider-Man than Peter Parker. So
Yeah, I do want to see that.
Hardy, why is your mic muted?
I think he muted himself.
Cause
He doesn't want us to hear him fapping.
he gets to talk to guys' voices. Especially these.
Oh, yeah.
I do have a question now, since you guys are done geeking.
Hercules!
Hercules.
Wait, what?
Hercules.
No.
I remember the sleepover.
Podcast, don't start this. My question is this: if Peter Parker is ever in a pinch, can he just make a condom out of his spider web?
He's made parachutes. Well, actually, I don't know. That'd be kind of sticky.
Doesn't he have like a whole bunch of like new functions with his suit?
Yes.
How many? Like, didn't it say like 1,000 something?
He has like 150 some web combinations.
Okay. Maybe that's one of them, Hardy.
Maybe.
Maybe Tony Stark thought of that.
He has a parachute built into it now. He doesn't have to actually make it.
Hey, they got the swarm bots, the micro spiders, that eventually Swarm takes over and uses it. I saw those. That was pretty cool.
I want to see like an Iron Spider suit or something. But I think this is kind of the equivalent of it.
Yeah, what Disney did, if you saw any of the new like Ultimate Spider-Man comics, since Disney's had it, they made Amadeus Cho the Iron Spider. They made Spider-Man and Iron Spider two separate characters.
That's kind of weird.
I mean, it is pretty cool because what they have him do in the new Ultimate comics is like he forms his own multiverse spider team. Like it was Madam Web's idea. And,
Madam Web.
Yeah, and they all like Iron Spider and Spider-Man. They're all from like the same universe, but he adds them to his team.
Yeah, that's so weird.
You got Miles Morales, Spider-Girl, Spider-Man. All the different variations of Spider-Man, Spider-Knight, Spider-Pork, like all of them.
Did you just say Spider-Pork?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a real thing. Sort of how there's a Deadpool dog.
P-O-R-K?
There's a dinosaur Deadpool too.
And a female Deadpool.
She's from Earth 2, like the first alternate dimension. When they're going to the Deadpool verse, the female Deadpool is the first one, then Dinosaur Deadpool, and then Grandpa Deadpool, and then Old Man Deadpool. It keeps going on and on and on.
Gotta love the infinite universes.
Yep. Marvel's good for that, especially homosexual Wolverine. Anyways, yeah, I think the new Spider-Man it's gonna turn out pretty well. I'm pretty excited for it. I'm excited to see more Spider-Man than Peter Parker in a Spider-Man film.
Yeah.
That's the main thing I'm looking forward to, because we haven't seen that yet. It's mostly been like just them building up on Peter Parker and his problems and everything. Now we're gonna get to see him him debating with Spider-Man and being Spider-Man. That's pretty much what this film is gonna be about. And I like how they have him wanting to prove himself as an Avenger. So that means he's gonna be, doing a lot of Spider-Man stuff. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, that would be really awesome.
All right, now we're gonna move on to E3. There's a lot of stuff going on. I didn't exactly get all of the concepts. We're not gonna cover close to everything. Some of the highlights I really like. That just blew my mind. Star Wars Battlefront 2 looks freaking amazing.
Did you show gameplay? I didn't see that one.
Yeah, they showed the trailer. There's PS4 gameplay, but it's gonna be for Xbox One, PC, and PlayStation 4. They were gonna have it as a PlayStation exclusive at first, but then
Yeah, that's gonna piss people off.
yeah, at E3 they announced, okay, we're gonna do it with all systems, because they already had they let people play the demo for the new Spider-Man game at E3 for the PlayStation 4.
Oh man, I want to play that.
They showed a spiff. There's gonna be a Halo 6. They didn't show any gameplay or announce the title or anything like that, but they did show a spoof. There's gonna be Flood. It's gonna be pretty awesome for all you Halo fans out there. We don't know exactly what's gonna go on, so probably Halo 6 is gonna be. It's not gonna be announced at E3. It's gonna be its own little thing that they're announcing. Red Dead Redemption 2. We're not going.
Oh yeah,
ahead
it was postponed.
Yes, it was postponed, and they did announce, all you guys hoping that they continue the story. The story is not being continued. We're going back, it's going, I'm pretty sure, more back in time. I think you're not going to be playing as Jack. I think you're going to be playing as John again.
Oh, they're going to prequel?
I think so. It's not going to be like Revolver was, though, completely off.
Oh yeah, it's a spiritual thing.
Yeah, it's going to be more like Red Dead Redemption, but it's going to be kind of like how things got in the set. I think you're going to be playing as John again, but his outlaw days before he got into all that trouble and everything, when he's just meeting his wife and all the other stuff.
That's going to be interesting how they do that.
Plus, it's going to be a lot more wide open, from what I've heard.
Can you swim now?
I don't know about that.
Because that was the only way they prevented you from going from one area to another right away is because you couldn't swim.
Yeah, the map's going to be extended. They are still going to have, the border of Mexico, but instead of the border of Mexico just to the mid-Texas, I think they're going to have it all the way to Tennessee, which is going to be interesting. It'd be really cool if they did the entire United States, but I don't know if Rockstar is quite up for that yet.
The entire United States?
Yeah, the Old West, everything.
Well, I think they could do it because, you've played The Crew, right? Oh, The Crew 2 is coming out. Well, The Crew has the entire United States, sort of. You can just drive across the entire thing.
Oh, speaking of that, recently, there's going to be a fest in Chicago, Pokemon Go Fest, and they're releasing Mewtwo there. It's going to be a Comic-Con event. They're releasing Mewtwo at the Chicago Pokemon Go Fest.
So not everyone can get it.
Nope, just the people who go to this paid event.
What's terrible is that event happens the week before I'm in Chicago.
Oh, that's so dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I thought we moved past the events, Pokemon in the Game Boy days.
They did announce that the birds and all of the Johto ones.
Oh, the dogs.
the new gym feature, or whatever it's called. I forget what it is.
Gym raids.
Yeah. They'll have if you do a lot of those, once they update the raids completely and have it's out of its beta stage, they'll have it that you can get these things called legendary coins, and you keep earning yourself. And as soon as you battle a legendary through the raid, and once you beat the legendary, you get the opportunity to catch it.
Now you see that kind of is stupid just because you have to be at level 35 or higher to.
That's just for the beta. They're gonna have it for everybody once they're finished with it. But right now they only have it for that level because they don't want all these new people getting on while this new feature is just in its beta stage.
I gotcha.
Level 35, damn.
Yeah, it's 31 actually. I'm only 27.
Only?
35 from what I've seen. I have a few that popped up near me. They replaced Pokestops, and all of them say you gotta be 35, level 35 or higher.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think I'm 24, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm 27. I just got to 27.
Actually, I'm either at 24 or almost 24. I'm about to level up. I might be 25, I'm not sure.
I don't. My dad's like 40 something, so he's fine.
I think the max level is 40, but I think they increased it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they did. They're trying to make it so once you get to 50, you can get one. You can get a Master Ball.
Wasted on a Pidgey. Or you miss altogether.
No, they showed footage of how to use their Master Ball, and when you flick the Master Ball, it just automatically clashes into the Pokemon and gets them.
Well, that's probably the best idea. There's got to be other ways to get Master Ball, though, other than just one.
Okay, how do you guys feel about like a recap podcast tomorrow at 10? Just due to the fact that
Yeah, I'm okay with a recap.
okay, it's gonna be with hopefully more people. Hopefully Clinton will have his stuff together.
Because we have a lot more stuff to talk about in E3.
Yeah, we should have a little bit more. It's not going to be, I don't know, but, you want to try that Gamecast thing maybe tomorrow? Maybe Caleb can stream or something on Twitch and just have the Twitch stream on YouTube broadcast it on my channel or whatever.
I can do that.
And we could talk over it when he plays the game, or you could be playing the game, or I could, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I can stream straight from Twitch. I have the technology.
Okay. One of us can stream on Twitch, and you can bring the screen from Twitch onto the cast.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, thanks.
Only problem is that there's going to be a bit. There's going to be delay.
That's fine.
From Caleb from delay streaming to Twitch. It's going to be like.
We'll have his audio on here on Discord.
I'll mute it on the stream.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a delay from him streaming to Twitch, but also from me streaming to YouTube. There's going to be another delay.
Yeah, I understand that. It doesn't matter about the delay as long as our voice is up to date and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. We're just going to react to, if we do react to his gameplay or anything, it's going to be delayed big time.
Yeah. His audio will be with us, though.
Yeah. His audio will be current. But just the video won't.
Yeah. Perfectly fine. I just, something different. Since we're doing it 2 days in a row, have something different. Dick Skywalker, is that good with you? Are you good tomorrow around 10?
I could try.
It is going to be a new thing. It's going to be a Gamecast. It's not going to be a podcast. We're not going to be doing this like bi-weekly or anything like that. But since, a good bit of us couldn't make it, I mean, it'd be pretty awesome.
Maybe once a month do a Gamecast.
Yeah, that makes sense. Or maybe what I'm thinking is have like once a month podcast and have like once a month Gamecast. Those who will be listening to this podcast later on, or watching the stream, you can tell us how you feel about that.
What was that?
People who are watching like this right now or later on, tell us how they feel about.
I don't see any other things in the chat though.
Yeah, I didn't exactly. I was a little late on advertising, so.
As was I haven't advertised in a while.
Yeah, I didn't advertise this one that much. I did it like last second, and
yeah. So if you want to advertise the Gamecast, maybe tomorrow, talk to Caleb or whatever.
Yeah, I've been messaging him about it. Moving on from that, anything interest anyone at E3? Dick Skywalker, any typical things at E3 that might have catch the audience's interest?
I have caught up on 0 things regarding E3.
Okay, anything like
Nope.
Yeah,
I don't do my homework, Keith.
It's all good. It's all good. I didn't do too much homework either. I
didn't either. I just watched the recaps.
I skimmed here and there. Looked at game releases. There is something I really want to talk about, but anything that you actually want to see come out of Dick Skywalker that hasn't exactly something that you would like to see a new one of that it's about time to see come back into the light?
Any game ever?
I can't think of anything. Maybe with the new Cars movie, we can get a new Cars game.
There already is.
Oh yeah, I saw it on PlayStation Store.
It actually looks pretty good. Cars 3 and the racing and everything.
I hope so.
Yes.
Most films translated from like movies into like most games made from movies these days suck ass.
Hey, you can never disrespect the original Cars game.
I know. I said these days.
The old, yeah, okay, not Spider-Man 2, Cars Racing, the original Cars game, Spider-Man 2, the first Madagascar.
I didn't play that one.
Oh, that was so much fun.
It was. Let me think what else. Star Wars Episode 3, the movie, the video game.
Oh, I stayed up all night playing that game. That's my first all-nighter ever.
Yeah, that game was freaking awesome. What else? Trying to think. Like, it's hard. I know there were some awesome ones, but they were all for like PS2, GameCube, and original Xbox. Like, as soon as that PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Wii era came out, those movie games just went out of style.
Oh yeah, Wii really took a new spin on it. There's so many, like, I'm not saying the Wii is a shitty console, but there's so many.
Kung Fu Panda 2, Kung Fu Panda Party 2, Kung Fu Panda 3, Madagascar Fighting, Madagascar 2, Madagascar 3.
Don't forget the kart racing games. Shrek kart racing.
Oh.
Oh, don't forget when what was it? Ubisoft, all the cats and dogs games.
Oh,
Those
I remember
were
this.
bad.
Some of them were okay, but they got gradually worse.
I knew they had Wii versions and DS versions. The DS ones, you just took care of animals, and the Wii ones had a story mode and everything.
Yeah, I had some of them for the DS. I had the hamsters one, and that was kind of fun. It got boring really quickly, but it was still fun because you can make like tubes and stuff from the crawling, I think.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it felt like just a simple virtual pet.
Movie games. When they were good. Oh, speaking of an old movie game that sucked, was Rambo the video game.
That's relatively new. That came out like a couple years ago, I think.
No, the one before that one. The trash one. It's garbage. Like, it was just a complete waste of time.
I only know one Rambo game.
Yeah, that's because the other one sucked so bad they didn't want to talk about it.
Even a newer one sucked ass, though. Like, really?
Did you ever play the Jurassic Park game? I never played it.
Which one?
Did it turn out the one for 360 and stuff?
No. There's a couple. There's one old first-person shooter style Jurassic Park game on the N64, I think, where you can look down and you can see you have boobs.
Speaking of that, Turok was the shit back in the day.
Oh yeah, and then they remade it and it was shit. In the bad way.
Old Turok for like PlayStation 1, N64. That
Oh
one
yeah.
was freaking.
I didn't play it, but I've seen it and it looked fun.
Rareware, they're thinking about going retro for PS4 and Xbox One and releasing online multiplayer version of GoldenEye 64.
No, that sounds interesting.
It does, and they said it's not exactly going to be like call it. It's going to be like 12 multiplayer players max, just because of GoldenEye's maps aren't exactly the biggest. But they're trying to bring back some of the Rareware aspects, like such as Banjo-Kazooie, GoldenEye. They want to make a new Conquer game, but they trying to get rights because they think they sold them to one of Xbox's companies in like the early 2000s.
I'm not sure about that.
It's like the sequel of Bad Fur Day or whatever.
You mean the remake?
No, not the remake. There was like one when he had like an army helmet on.
Yeah, that's a remake.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, Conker's Live and Reloaded.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, it was literally an HD remake of the original, and the fur textures were like really good on him. But they censored the crap out of that game.
So that Xbox company got a very good franchise and censored it.
Oh yeah.
Why did they ruin where like?
Yeah, it's kind of shitty.
Oh well.
So a lot of people still say they prefer the original, despite the nice graphics.
Metroid Prime 4 was announced at E3. No trailers or anything, but I'm completely psyched. And I've been looking through. I've been trying to find what the plot would be, because they eliminated the last of the Phazon at the end of Metroid Prime 3, which is pretty much the whole aspect of the Metroid Prime series. Is Phazon, which is like the dark matter that MS is built.
Maybe there's one more, like in the original Metroid.
I don't know. Maybe might go back to some of the retro like planets and everything.
Like
not
remember,
but they might go back to some of the older go back to some of the retro planets, like instead of all the.
Aren't they doing a side scroller too?
What?
Aren't they doing a side scroller too?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought they were doing like
the Prime
a classic.
series is 3D.
I thought they were doing a classic retro one too. I don't know where I heard that from.
I think they might be doing a remake of Fusion. I'm not sure. But yeah, I've been trying to find a potential plot for the fourth one, because pretty much Samus just like, after destroying the seed on, I forget the planet's name, but she destroyed the seed and finally got rid of Dark Samus for the last time, and Dark Samus didn't multiply again. And she flew away, and that was the end of Metroid Prime 3. I don't know what they can do with the story. I mean, the only surviving villain that I know of right now is probably... I mean, they never had Kraid, so that could be a possibility. They could add Kraid in there. Have like a Dark Kraid or something.
I know she didn't kill Ridley. She just like
Ridley's got to come back.
blew him up. Yeah, Ridley would definitely be back because they didn't show confirmation of Ridley dying. So Ridley will be back. I think they'll probably add Kraid because that would be a good twist. Because they haven't had Kraid in the Prime series yet. Last time they had Kraid in the game, I'm pretty sure was Metroid Zero Mission. But yeah, it's pretty legit. Dick Skywalker, you got anything to say about any of that, or?
Not really, no.
So,
Dick, you sound tired.
I am.
So, with the Metroid series, you guys ever like beat any of the Prime trilogy, or?
I haven't played any of them. Well, no, I have played one Metroid. I don't even remember which one it was. It was one of the Prime ones because it's a first-person shooter, and it was like on N64, I think. And it was one of the demos at Walmart, like when I was a little kid. I don't remember which one it was.
That would have been the first Prime.
Okay, that would have been it then.
First Prime was 2002.
So I remember rolling into a ball at one point.
Yeah. Well, you can do it on all of them, obviously, but the first one was 2002. The second one came out like December of 2004, and the third one came out for Wii, the first in 2007.
Dang, 10 years.
And after that, they were focusing on like Samus's origin. So that's when in 2012 they came out with The Other M.
Oh yeah.
Is the sequel to Super Metroid. It kind of explains Samus's origin a little bit better. Like a lot of people hated the game, but it went back in time instead of like Prime was way in the future of the timeline. So they went back in time to where Super Metroid was, and people didn't like it. They were all complaining. Samus seemed like too much of a woman. Well, this is before Samus became the badass bounty hunter we know of her to be today. You gotta enjoy.
I like how they mixed it up another M a little bit. They took a risk.
Huh?
I like at least they mixed it up another M. I've seen some of the gameplay.
Yeah, Other M. To me, it was really good. I mean, it was the first Metroid game that was actually a little bit more simple because you were pretty much guided the entire way, but it had some challenges. Like the bosses were pretty. Well, after like the first 3 bosses, the bosses did get a little challenging.
I hope it's like non-linear, like the old Super Metroid days. Like, you know, you had to go back and backtrack and just travel along this all these corridors.
Yeah, you did have to travel back and forth. That's because it is the sequel to Super Metroid, and it's right after she killed like the original Mother Brain. And this is about it's a clone of Mother Brain. So, it's actually really interesting if you ever actually just watch the story. It's really interesting. It connects the story really well. Other than that, I'm really excited for the new Battlefront. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the trailer, but we got our battle droids now. We got all of the prequel stuff. Dude, the prequel gameplay looks so... It's mind-blowing.
I really think that a lot of the prequel stuff should have been in the first one. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, in the first one, they were trying to make the Star Wars environment look real, so they were just focusing on the original trilogy. I get how they shouldn't have rushed the game. That's the thing I don't like about it.
It felt limiting. I think it's partly EA's fault. Actually, I think it's mostly EA's fault. They're just trying to make it a cash cow because they knew they had the rights to it.
Kind of the fan base's fault too, because we kept like pushing and pushing for another Battlefront.
Oh yeah.
And so
the pandemic shut down. We didn't want it from anyone else other than them. Like pandemic even made the Mercenaries games. We're still not getting a decent Mercenaries game.
I think it's the fan base's fault. I mean, EA shouldn't have like listened to the fan base as much, but the Star Wars fan base pushed it so much that they rushed EA to hurry up and set out this game that kind of wasn't completed. Like, we only had a fourth of the maps when the game was released. We only had Endor, Solstice, and Tatooine.
Yeah, and that's pretty shitty.
So, I mean, the game did improve as they sent out the updates and everything, but I mean, we need EA just needs to release a full game for once. That's what I think, and that's what I think Battlefront 2 kind of has potential for. There is mounting vehicles now. There are space battles finally.
Oh yeah, I still haven't done that yet.
Yeah, we got space battles. We got mounting vehicles instead of stupid tokens.
Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking of that. Like, it felt nothing like your old
we got
Battlefront
all
games.
3 Star Wars generations, like the main course ones. Like, obviously, we don't have the Old Republic as anything. That'd be pretty cool if they did add some stuff from it. But we got the prequels. So we got clones versus droids. We got our Stormtrooper versus the Rebels, and then we have the New Republic and the First Order.
I can't wait to piss people off as a Droidica again. Well, this would be Battlefront by EA was the first time I ever played it online.
I played it online on the Battlefront 2. It's pretty awesome.
I didn't have the internet at the time of that.
I couldn't do it for very long because I had it on original Xbox, so they shut down the live.
Oh yeah.
And then when they shut down the live, I never played the original Xbox like much at all anymore, except for when I got bored and played Jaws Unleashed. But I had my PS2, and me and Caleb would usually, every time we'd go over like each other's house, we'd stay up all night playing Battlefront 2, doing the Galactic. What was it called when you the Galactic Conquest? That's what we did.
Oh yeah, I love the Galactic Conquest, just like taking over planets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would love to see that, like especially like multiplayer with a friend or something like that.
It was Lucas Games. They're the only ones who kind of produced the old 2 Battlefronts, weren't they?
It was Pandemic that made them. Lucas Games just published them, I think.
Okay.
Pandemic, they're the same guys that made the Mercenaries games.
Mm-hmm.
Those were fucking fun. They produced a bunch of other games
your
too.
Battlefront experiences. What do you miss about the old Battlefronts? What do you want from the new Battlefront that's coming out? And what didn't you like about the new modern Battlefront? Dick.
He fell asleep.
Oh no. Hold on.
Dick's gone flaccid.
I'm calling him.
He's gone soft.
We bored him to sleep. It's okay. I got him.
Please leave a message.
Wake up, you fucking cunt. Come on, Dick. Wake up. I'm calling this motherfucker again.
Oh, I thought you were calling his mom.
Hey man, sorry, I fell asleep during the podcast.
You piece of shit.
Listen, I will catch up with you on it tomorrow. You said that you plan on doing one
There'll be a
tomorrow,
game
right?
cast at 10. Alright, just log off, man. Thanks for joining when you could.
No problem, man. Sorry, I'm so tired.
It's alright.
Get some rest, Richard.
Yep. Talk to you two tomorrow.
Yep.
Oh, that was funny. Alright. So
that message. Wake up, you fucking cunt.
I never heard you say the C word. That's like the only swear word that triggers me.
Alright.
So how are we wrapping this up?
We're getting some karaoke on here. Not sure. Trying to think of what to do.
What song should we do?
I think I found it.
Oh no. You know, I'm gonna start like for 2 seconds, and you're just gonna take it over and just destroy it.
Oh yeah.
I bet. I thought Richie's gonna stay logged in long enough just to hear it. Did you find one?
We are the champions.
Oh, that's a short one. That's not too bad.
It's not working. What the shit, karaoke?
Maybe we're not the champions. Hey, that's a good way to end it too, because we opened with the "We Will Rock You." Hey, you almost had it.
I paid my dues.
Cutting out, man.
I've done my sentence. No crime and bad mistakes.
You're cutting out big time.
I made a feat of and my share of sin kicked in my We are the champions, my friend.
Oh God.
And we'll keep on fighting till the end.
Oh shit.
We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. I've taken my bows and my curtain call. You brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with that.
It's out of sync.
It's out of sync.
But it's been no bed of roses. Wow, this karaoke sucks.
It does.
It does.
I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I don't have to go.
Wow. It's getting annoying that I can hear myself.
We are the champions, my friend. And we'll fighting. We are champions. We are champions. No time for you. Yes, we are champions. We are the champions, my friend. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world.
That was good, man.
I'm not using that karaoke like ever again.
It sounded so terrible. It's cutting out so much.
Terrible. It's cutting out so much.
It was.
And I could hear myself the entire time.
Well.
Well, is that a
Yes,
wrap?
I'm gonna end here on a- Yeah, I guess end here on a good note. I thank everyone anyone who might have tuned in for a few seconds, and thank you. And we're gonna end off on a good note. And
You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place.
Well done.
Buddy, you're a young man, hard man, shining in the street, gonna take on the world someday. You got blood on your face, a big disgrace, waving your banner all over the place. We will rock you.
All right, man. Yeah, I'm ending it right now.
Yeah, I'm ending it right now.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Woo! See you tomorrow, guys.